G'day guys, no time to explain. We need to move immediately. Let's go. I'm not entirely sure if we'll make this or not, but yeah, okay. That's looking pretty bad. Again, not sure if there really is any option to get out of here with the counselor without fighting the Flaming Fist. But one thing that I did notice as I was sort of finishing up the episode previously is that there's actually a person in here, so I'm kind of curious to see if we can have a chat with this person before we really do anything else. So I might actually load one more state just before we open the doors. That way we won't trigger anything. And yeah, I'm gonna see if we can initially just have a chat with him and see if he's relevant in any way. Yeah, we probably just want to stick around here until the patrol, you know, does his rounds. And maybe not a bad idea to also just check out what's going on in here. We've got a dead person in there, so don't know if that's relevant or not.
What path lies before me? Can't keep me out.
Very good. So let's have a chat.
What do you want?
Not your attitude, that's for certain.
You're the one pestering old men in cages. Now scram with your sourpuss. You're disturbing my sitting time.
Okay. Well, for all I know, he could be in here for good reason, right? I don't really know if I should be... let's just hide very quickly. But yeah, I don't know if I should be releasing him, considering I don't know what his crimes are.
My way.
Okay, let's check out what's going on in here.
Don't give me trouble now.
Okay, patrol is still all the way over there. Arthur Grig... Oh, no! No! No, he has been killed. Ugh. Okay, I feel bad about that, but... Perhaps we should have just let him go. But then... would he have died if we just simply let him go? And perhaps maybe we could have found his dead body somewhere else. But yeah, I guess the criminal organizations have perhaps seeped their way into the Flaming Fist at this point. Is there anything interesting in any of these chests? No. Would there be anything interesting in here? I don't know. But I could very well check, because I think I've got the time. Perhaps. Let's just stay.
Softer than a whisper.
Stay hidden. Yeah, okay, that was a little close for comfort. Surprisingly, Blue's stealth has been pulling through.
With a flick of the wrist. Time to press ahead.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah, not really that interesting. So I was hoping there was a way we could bust Counselor Floric out by sneaking her through various sort of, I don't know, passageways, routes or whatever to try and get out. But that doesn't seem to be an option. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test something out here, but perhaps there's a way to bust her out through speech. Maybe we can persuade someone to let her out. Maybe. Let's just hang around here for a second. Okay. Back with the rest of the party. I'll close the door, and then what we might try to do is just have a chat with this Breva and see where this gets us. Again, maybe another quick save in order, just in case.
The guard is fast asleep.
Bathed in a tendy. Ate all the onions.
Yeah, let's listen to the guard babbling. Oh, just. Okay.
Old man Otto. Back here again. Cell stinks like an old cabbage. 3 bowls of the stew.
So, that old man Otto, she's referring to that other prisoner that's over there. Excuse me?
What now?
Goodness, how embarrassing. I had a heavy lunch. Welcome to Worms Rock Prison, the 5th nail, wee jail. What's your business?
So there's actually a few things we can try and do. We could try and intimidate. But if we open the door to Floric's cell, I wonder what they'll think of that. Duke Ravengard has sent me to interrogate Floric.
Last cell on the left. And give that traitor a what for. She'll know what for. Hang on, I'll let you through. Should have been locked. Well, in you go. And don't feed the prisoners. Makes them cocky.
Okay. Now, can we actually interact in a different way after we've already done that?
No prisoner criming down there. We run a tight ship.
Okay. We can't give any other excuses or anything like that, but at least we can get the entire party in here.
Ready.
And that gives us the ability to perhaps check out the storage room over here. I suppose we would want to check out the storage room first before we do anything rash.
On your way. May Lord Gortash provide.
Are we saying the Flaming Fist are now going to be turning on us? Maybe they're siding with Gortash.
Stay on my good side, yeah?
I'm not paid to chat.
Huh?
Yeah, very chatty bunch. Let's park everyone here for a second, and I'm gonna see if we can sneak into the storage room and, yeah, see what we can find. I am concerned that this guard will come back soonish. We wait. Oh, he's all the way over there, though, so let's...
Alright, time to skulk about.
Okay. He's not here just yet. Yep, okay. Nothing to see here, friend. Nothing to see here. Okay.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Do we have any... No one's in there. Let me just turn that off. Okay. Anything interesting here?
Breathe deep and move.
Do I take all of this? I mean... The last time I tried to steal a whole bunch of stuff, people still ended up suspecting me, even though they didn't see it happen, right? So, that was kind of frustrating, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really see anything exciting in here, so this was a bit disappointing. I'm just sort of scoping out for different pathways and stuff. Alright, let's have a look-see. Where is the patrol?
The pride of the gate.
Okay, just coming into view now, so we should be able to get out.
Have to keep going. Don't
All right.
miss the step.
Good. So, let's just get everyone together again, and I'm going to see if speaking to the guard has changed anything with our options with Floric. It is a bit difficult to get the right angle to be able to speak
Good.
to her.
The cell's open. One step closer.
Okay. So, I don't feel like there's any other way. We're gonna have to fight these guys. Let's have a chat with Otto again, after having spoken to the guard.
Oh, for Baldur's sake, leave an old man in peace.
Okay. Don't really say anything. I guess there are no options to convince these guys that we need to let Floric leave. Which is a bit of a shame. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll position our guys to do
Defender of the people.
maximum damage. Do we keep these guys alive, though? That's the thing.
Best foot forward.
I could do, like, Fireball or something like that in here. Try and whittle down a lot of their HP, and then we can try and knock them out. And that's the plan, I think. So, before we get into that, quick short rest.
There is work to do.
And...
My faith will guide me.
I think I'll leave Shadowheart over there. So we're gonna pretty much ambush these guys. And Lae'zel. Yeah, Lae'zel can sort of hang around here as well. Ursa. Suppose Ursa might be able to hang around outside and deal with the patrol, or help us deal with the patrol.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
And Blue.
No one's stopped me yet.
Could try and get ourselves up there for a decent vantage point.
If not over, then through.
So once more, I'm going to try my best at bringing Councillor Floric out without alerting these guys, but I highly doubt that there is actually a way to do this without fighting. Perhaps maybe putting these guys to sleep. One thing that I thought about was, like, can we distract, like, enemies? So he's gone a bit further, which is good. Come on then. Up this way. Okay, yep. There is no way. No way. Okay then. Well, we'll, That's kind of cool. I assume that's an effect from the shield that we have displaced. Yeah. Let's put everyone into knockout mode.
Ready.
This has to be a melee attack, doesn't it? So you can't really, like, we probably won't be able to pop it on for Blue. The Counselor, though, could end up killing someone, so we kind of need to be a little bit careful on that front.
No holding back.
Lae'zel. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but, you know. Oh, everyone's on non-lethal. I thought you had to switch people to non-lethal anyway.
No holding back.
We'll start with a fireball. Just to deal as much damage to these guys, whittle them down, and then we can hopefully try and knock them out. Okay. Very close. Very close. So what weapons do these guys have? Hammer, javelin, halberd. Okay. I was sort of thinking, what damage should I negate, but when you have disadvantage, impose... Sorry, when you have a shield, impose disadvantage on an attack against your allies when you are within 1.5 meters. You must be able to see the attacker. Okay, so they're kind of protecting each other? Riposte. Phalanx formation. Advantage on attack rolls if within 3 meters of an ally that carries a shield and isn't incapacitated. Damn, okay. No wonder they're being grouped up together. I was thinking of bringing Ursa in now to see if we can tank damage with her.
Time to strike.
Let's bring Lae'zel in. And we can definitely use Action Surge in this case. Who has the lowest HP? Okay. Would we even get there? I suppose if we did Goading Attack, we might be able to get it. Even Disarming Attack. I will need to click heals here. I'm not close enough. Damn. Okay, let's do... Yeah, let's do that.
On the move.
And we'll do a disarming attack. Another plus 10. Could guarantee the knockout, maybe. No. Not quite. Well, we get at least one knockout here. If we hit, that is. So let's do an Action Surge. We might be able to do this. Let's do another Disarming Attack. Another knockout. Brilliant. And, I mean, if we're really lucky, we might get another knockout here. Lae'zel putting in work. Oh! Yes! That is awesome. Alright, let's continue. And now Shadowheart can perhaps do some work on this end. So, what do we do here? I think we could do like a guiding bolt that won't kill, and then we have someone else finish the job.
Let me strike true.
Yep. Any other actions that I want to take? Which is not going to cost me, that is. Let's do that. I don't really think that there's anything that I want to use here. I can get in a little bit closer. Oh, I forgot about Breva out here. Are these guys temporarily hostile, or what's the deal here? Yes, they are temporarily hostile. This one's not, though. So I'm not sure how to deal with them. They're not in the mix, though, so I guess they haven't even realized what's happened. Okay, let's end our turn there. Blue... What's the maximum amount of damage that we would be dealing here? 12. Would that trigger a cull? I can't remember how the cull works now. Passives. Your number of evolved illithid powers. It died. Okay, so... Are we saying it's like depending on the number of powers that I have? Hang on, how many do we have now? What is this? 3, 6, 9, 12, maybe 14? Something like that. That's a lot, actually. Yeah, okay, if I'm doing knockout though, it won't... Yeah, this automatically turns off. Which means that I am pretty safe to take myself a regular attack. Maximum of 12, 24 for 2 shots. We do have the lightning though, which is a concern. Yeah, okay. So we've got lightning charges now. How many? Lightning courses through you. Have +1 to attack rolls. Deal an additional 1 lightning damage if you gain 5 charges. We don't have 5 charges just yet, so this should be okay. Okay, good. So let's end Blue's turn there. We could probably tuck Blue away.
These boots have seen everything.
Can't do too much more with Lae'zel, and we could do a pommel strike.
Might will prevail.
Oh, do I get to control the counselor? Because if I do... Whoopsie. I did not realize that. So she can do an unarmed strike. Otto's irresistible dance? Okay. Well, I suppose we won't really worry about what the counselor needs to do. I'm just gonna end her turn, to be honest. Yeah. Let's end turn here as well. Let's not react. Let's not react. Do I have enough to get in there? I probably don't. Or maybe I do. Actually. So if I dash... But Ursa can't knock anyone out. She's pretty much a murder machine, so... Maybe it's not good to be getting her in there to do anything at all. If we want to knock this guy out. Blue... Can maybe sit tight. But yeah, we've still got non-lethal on, so we should be able to end this here and now, hopefully. Okay, good. Do we take all of their stuff?
With haste.
I don't know. Like, they'll all wake up after the long rest, right? So... Look, let's leave all of their stuff alone, because... Again, I've gotten into trouble, even though people have not seen what I was doing. The concern, though, is what happens when we have a chat with Breva. Let's do another quick save here. Where's the counselor? Oh, yeah, she's here. So, as soon as she sees the counselor, is she just going to become hostile? Possibly. Okay, alright. Yeah, okay. This does affect everyone else as well. Otto's irresistible dance. Cause a creature to start dancing, make it unable to take actions or move. We may as well. That is so silly.
Nothing important is ever easy.
If they're doing that, can we just, like, leave?
Breathe
I'm
deep.
curious to see... Oh, they can still take attacks of opportunity. Maybe I could have reacted there,
Still
to
on
be
my
honest,
feet.
but... Yeah, let's see.
Better not be cursed.
I mean, she could end up, like, chasing us to the outside of the prison, right? Like, is that a thing? Let's click heals. Try to avoid her
Curious.
her opportunity attacks there.
What my friend means to say is that the witness must
I don't know, dear.
And Shadowheart will do the same. Not enough movement.
Heading there.
That's alright. And we probably will have Councillor Floric not having enough movement either.
This is my time.
So how many turns is she affected by the dancing? Okay, 10 turns. That's pretty OP. I assume once you are attacked, though, you might actually stop dancing? I'm not entirely sure, actually. It doesn't say that. Maybe she can still actually do stuff, which can be a bit problematic. How much HP? 64. Just in case we do need to come back here and take her out. Is he gonna take an attack of opportunity, though? It doesn't say so, but
Curious.
when Blue tried to do it, he did take one, so...
You've been seeing the flames and we're still here.
Yeah, let's continue. And let's see what she does.
Concentrate.
Yeah, okay, so she can't move anyway, so... I guess maybe she could have cast a spell or something? So yeah, is there no dash here for the counselor? I guess not. Let's end turn there. We'll end turn for Shadowheart as well, just so that we can both leave at the same time. So...
The people used to respect the fist.
There, okay. Everyone's scot-free, hopefully. I don't know if after, you know, a little bit of time, whether or not people start, you know, chasing after us. So where do we need to bring the counselor to, though? Counselor, yep, She needs an escape route. We promised to break the counselor out. Yep. I mean, we're out.
Keep focused. We can talk once I'm free.
Okay. So I suppose maybe she is only free after she actually leaves the building, perhaps. That's my guess. Alright guys, sorry about that cut. Just had to step away for a little bit. Let's take the counselor out of this area, and let's see what happens when we do that. I assume she's then going to be scot-free, or do we need to take her anywhere specific? I'm not 100% sure how this all works. Oh, we've got the steel watchers here as well. I wonder if they're going to make any comments about the counselor, you know, leaving.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison, and for giving me courage when I'd all but run out.
It's the least we could do. Your faith in this city should inspire us all.
What will you do now?
I will travel to the upper city, find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
Alright, perfect. So that's Councillor Floric saved. I'm curious as to whether or not she would be a companion or an ally or whatever, something along those lines. But anyway, let's take a look at the journal very quickly here. So we do have a lot of stuff to try and do. I assume some of these are not going to be accessible until later. I'm just really curious about the Open Hand Temple murders and what we can do on that front. So the suspicious toys. We interrogated Arthur and he confessed to donating the explosive toys. He claims he was getting instructions and supplies from Felagir's fireworks in the lower city. We should investigate. Okay, again, we still need to get into the lower city to do that. And yeah, most of this stuff, I think we need to get to the lower city, except for this. And Wizard in Baldur's Gate wants with her. Okay. Again, something that we have to deal with a little bit later. I might go back to the Open Hand Temple and just have another poke around to see if we can find anything that we've potentially missed. So I think going back to Rivington is probably the easiest way. And then once we're done poking around there, my thought is for us to go and check out the pathway that leads to this sort of cave area. There was obviously the steam and stuff like that there, which could be a little bit problematic, but I wonder if there's anything else for us to do here in the circus. Did we speak to the leader of the circus, Lucretia, I think her name is, about dribbles? I think we did, yeah. So probably don't need to do anything else there, I hope. Yeah, let's go to the Open Hand Temple again. We'll have a look around. We'll even go to the cave inside the temple to see if we can find anything in there. Can we not have a chat with various other people about the murders?
May Ilmater guide your footfalls, stranger.
Maybe not. What about Sister Yanis? Does she say anything else? Particularly about this key that we have on hand.
Very well.
How goes the search?
Let's tell her what we've found so far.
Assassins under this temple is certainly unnerving news. Thank you for taking care of them. You're on the right track. Please, keep looking.
Okay. Didn't really give us any clues or anything.
Here we go.
Father Lorgan.
Please, leave me be.
I think what we might be able to do is have a chat with the dead here. And perhaps maybe we can do the same thing if we go down to, you know, the caves as well. Perhaps maybe we can have a chat with some of the dead bodies that those doppelgangers have replaced.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Let's see. I mean, we can ask him straight up. Who killed you?
Dwarf, dressed in red.
Dwarf. Dressed in red. Would that be Fionn? I'd probably need to go back to that room to check what she wore. Or he. Why did he kill you?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Okay. Where were you attacked?
Tunnels from the cellar. Refuge.
What were you doing when you died?
Hiding Brilgor from fists.
Why were you hiding Brilgor?
Must protect innocence. Ilmater's will.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay. What the key unlocks, however, is still a mystery. I mean, it's quite obvious that, you know, Brilgor didn't do it. But we need that proof, right? So, let's go back downstairs. Can you speak to any of these guys? I mean, we did fight them all though, so they probably don't really want to speak to us, but... Okay, you can't target the undead. Yeah, it'd be interesting if you could sort of speak to, like, corpses that have been dead for a long time to find out, you know, a lot of information about an area or what happened to them. But yeah, so let's come back down here. Brilgor. Did we find Brilgor down here? I'm just trying to remember here. We've got Zom.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, they might not want to speak to us because we killed them.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Yeah, they might not want to speak to us. Let's maybe disguise ourselves beforehand. Or should we be speaking to any of these other folks? One sec. What about any of these guys? Are they worth speaking to? I don't see Brilgor's body anywhere. And, you know, they did sort of say, oh, this is just a murder-suicide, but I'm just not entirely sure where we can find Brilgor's body, because I would like to speak to Brilgor. Okay, Zom. This is a doppelganger, right? So assuming we won't be able to speak to him, we ought to disguise ourselves. Whoops. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't do a search there. Let's see. Do we not have any potions of disguise? Oh, hang on. Not potions, sorry, scrolls. We do have one. Does anyone else have this spell on hand already? Because if we do have it, we may as well. Yeah, I don't think we have the option. I can use the scroll, I guess.
All's well that ends.
Trying to be a little bit cheap there, but I guess the next time, though, we might actually need to... What? Select variant. Why is it not coming up, though? Why am I not able to select it? There we go. I guess anything would do. Half elf. Why not? So let's now have a chat.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Yeah, so this key is the key. I found this flowery key. What is it for?
Flophouse. Dolor's secrets.
Dollar? Who is Dollar?
A blood-red dwarf. Tricky. Hungry.
Okay. Well, that explains the the killer, or who the killer is, this dollar. Where is Dollar now?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Damn it. Okay, that's a bit wasted. He probably doesn't know how many more of them there are either. Is Dollar one of you?
Yes, but once more.
What does Dollar want?
Transcendence.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay,
Time to press ahead.
got that inspiration. That's good. Alright, we learned from a dead doppelganger assassin that the flowery key we found unlocks something in a flophouse. Something that will reveal Dollar's secrets. Okay, Dollar must be one of the people staying at the flophouse then in that case. Sorry, I was sort of confusing the flophouse and Sharessa's caress for whatever reason, because we did find Fiona in Sharessa's caress. Oh, hang on, no. Fion was found in the flophouse as well, right? She works for Sharessa's caress. Okay. Let's get back to the flophouse in that case, and we should continue to look around there.
What's so bright with Selena?
How about the flophouse? It has plenty of space.
She betrayed her sister and ruined
We can bond with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers.
Is there a way in from up here? I don't think so. Maybe we do need to just go in from the bottom floor. Riska, Dash Kent, these adventurers. Okay. Dollar. I'm just trying to remember if we've met this Dollar. Is it the guy that saw us go into that room or try to unlock the room? Okay, Worker Benir. Must be here, right? But, I mean, we have seen stuff there already.
It's got private rooms.
I am so confused right now. I wonder if I should be just simply using the key to open the wardrobe, but presumably that just takes us into this room. Let me just do a quick save here. Do I need to keep my disguise on? I think I'll dispel that. Let's hope that we don't need to disguise self anymore, but if we do, I'll take Gale back out and we'll disguise ourselves that way. Okay, so
Can't risk being in open view.
yeah, he's not looking this way, so that's fine. Let's just quickly open this. Oh, okay, we just teleport completely. Right. Maybe we just needed to speak to Fion. all this time. You know, I completely forgot about the speak with the dead mechanic.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What were you doing when you died?
Seeking answers.
What answers did you seek?
My boy had a secret. Evil secret.
What was your son's secret?
Killed folk slowly. He liked it.
The hell? If she knows, we might be able to try and catch them in the act. Who was your son's next target?
Ilmater Temple. Didn't see exactly who.
Oh, maybe Father Lorgan. Did your son kill you?
Yes. Grinned. Whole time.
What
The spell's
hell?
power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
So who is her son, though? Something that will reveal... Oh, maybe Dollar is her son, actually. So... Bloodstained parchment. How did I not see this the last time I was here? Maybe I was too concerned about getting discovered because we only brought Blue here, but... Seriously. Let's take a look.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
Disguise kit, I'll take that. Let's take a look at this. Messy splatters of deep red-brown adorn this scrap of parchment. Those wishing to face the Dreadlord's tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets on this list and frame the corpses as a murder by the cult of the Absolute. Bring the victim's hand as proof of the killing. Walk in blood. Aspirant. Duke Bellin Stelmane, Elfsong Tavern, Lower City. Killed. Father Lorgan, Open Hand Temple, Rivington. Killed. Dribbles the Clown, Circus of the Last Days, Rivington. Killed. Alexander Rainforest. Office near the Counting House, Lower City. Killed. Frank Peartree. Abode near Fail Gears Fireworks, Lower City. Killed. Cora Highberry. Large home near Baldur's Mouth Gazette, Lower City. Okay, these people haven't been killed just yet. Figaro Pennygood. Facemaker's Fashion, Lower City. Chef Revere, Elfsong Tavern Kitchen, Lower City. And Nesha Leisha, actually, this is not the last one. Nesha Leisha, Blushing Mermaid, Lower City. Vari Venathampur. Venathampur Villa, Upper City. Friedrich Hune. Hune House, Upper City. Okay, so there's a few more targets to go. I wonder if we need to try and get to all of them. 4 new journal updates. Jeez, alright. We found the lair of a Baelist murderer in Frago's Flophouse. A target list in the lair details the killer's instructions. Slay specific Baldurians and frame the Absolute for it. Father Lorgan, priest of the nearby Open Hand Temple, is named on the list. Perhaps we should warn someone. Okay. Yeah, Orin's Netherstone. Okay. Well, who would we warn then? Would we warn the Steel Watch? Or the Flaming Fist, perhaps? Oh, hang on, let's not take that. I do just want to read it.
Do you think the master plans to expand?
Why am I not able to... I suppose I can take it then. I just wanted to read it, to be honest. A sheep butchered in creative zeal. Despite the detailed illustrations of muscle and bone, it's quickly obvious this is no medical journal. The language throughout is practical but unrefined, describing how to get the best cuts of meat, which bits are considered knoll chum, and how to deal with a range of stains and odors. Looking closer, you notice several scratchy annotations detailing how to adapt these techniques for more human-shaped bodies. Yeek. Okay. Do we take this? Perhaps. Because that's our proof, right? We could go to the floating elephant. I forget its name already, but... Alright, let's go back out.
Moving ahead.
And yeah, I think I'll take that letter to the elephant. I wonder if the owner of the flop house might have anything to say about the entire situation. Do we even have the owner of the flop house? There's no one here to speak to us. I don't think he's the owner, right? Like, he's in debt, needs to pay up for his stay. Let's go. Sharessa's Caress. Hang on. Yes, that's right. Report our findings to Valeria. Yes, let's quickly do this now. Alright, we've got proof indisputable? I don't know.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again?
Father Lorgan's murder is just one part of a bigger plot, a Baal plot.
A Baal plot?
Baal? Baal?
You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory?
I don't know. Like, he's very chummy with Gortash, right? Can we trade with this guy? Let me just have a quick look. Okay, it's just got a little bit of cash. Why should I tell you? Doesn't sound like you even care.
Well, that's just insulting. I am an investigator, you know. But I'm off the clock. And this is Devella's pet project. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city.
Very suspicious.
Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
I mean, how did he even know that I had a list to begin with? I didn't even say that, right? Like, I guess that's just a technical thing. I suppose if I revealed that I had a list, he would still not care that much, and we would still need to seek out his assistant anyway. So, Investigator Valeria is now convinced Father Lorgan's murder is linked to a wider plot and has asked us to bring the news to her constable, Gauntlet. Oh, it's a her. I didn't realize. Gauntlet de Vela in the lower city's Elfsong Tavern. So we do need to progress to the lower city now. Assuming that's everything here in Rivington, but we don't actually have like a subsection here that says Rivington, right? It's all just Baldur's Gate, apparently. So that makes it a little bit difficult for us. But we can, I assume, come back here when we need to. So... I'm just thinking here, do I want to proceed further? Or do I want to check this area out first? I'm thinking we try to check this area out first before we proceed. I just want to try and be a little bit thorough. So we should be able to just like come down this way, right? Yeah, apologies guys, I completely forgot about the speak with the dead for so long. And yeah, I just remembered that after seeing someone's comment. I say, hint hint, wink wink, speak with the dead. So, thank you for that. And now we are on the right path. Okay, so when we did try to go through this area before, we did have like an explosion happen, right? So I don't know if that's going to reoccur, but I suppose we're all full health and I can always do a short rest if we do take any additional damage. So that's fine. But I think we'll continue with that when we come back in the next episode, to be honest, guys. I think we're probably about an hour in. So, gonna take that break. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did. Stay true. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.